In the early 1900s, a young girl named Lily lived with her grandmother in a little cottage at the edge of a village. The cottage was surrounded by a large garden filled with all sorts of flowers and vegetables. It was a beautiful place to live, and Lily loved playing outside. One day, while playing in the garden, Lily discovered something very strange. She found an old wooden door hidden amongst the bushes. It was covered in ivy and looked like it had been there for many years. Curiosity got the better of her, and she began to dig away the dirt and plants until she could pull the door out from its hiding place. When she opened it, she gasped. There was a spiral staircase carved into the trunk of a giant oak tree inside the cottage's garden wall. The staircase led down into the darkness, and Lily could hear a faint humming sound coming from below. She felt a sudden urge to climb down the stairs, but then she stopped. She knew her grandmother would be very upset if she went exploring without asking first, so she ran back to the house to get her. "Grandma, come look what I found," she said excitedly. "There's a secret door in the garden and a staircase leading into the ground." Her grandmother looked very surprised when she saw the door and the stairs. "I never knew that was there," she said. "I've lived here for over 40 years, and only you have discovered this. It must be some sort of miracle." She turned to Lily and said, "You know, your great-grandfather used to tell me stories about a magical place that could be reached by climbing down a secret staircase in the garden. He said it was a place where dreams came true and wishes were granted, but I always thought it was just a fairy tale." Lily and her grandmother looked at each other for a moment, then took each other's hands and began to walk towards the stairs. As they climbed down into the darkness, Lily could feel the humming sound growing louder and louder. When they finally reached the bottom, they found themselves in a large cavern filled with the most beautiful flowers they had ever seen. There were flowers of every color imaginable, and their petals seemed to glow with an inner light. In the center of the cavern was a pool of water surrounded by rocks, and the humming sound was coming from there. As Lily and her grandmother approached the pool, they saw a woman sitting on one of the rocks. She was very beautiful, with long flowing hair and a dress made of flowers. "Who are you?" Lily asked. The woman smiled and said, "I am the guardian of this place. You have found the secret garden, a place where dreams come true and wishes are granted." Lily and her grandmother were amazed. They couldn't believe that such a magical place actually existed. The woman continued, "For allowing this place to remain hidden. The flowers here have been given the power to grant wishes. Each flower has a different magic. Some can make dreams come true, while others can heal the sick or bring people happiness." Lily and her grandmother spent the afternoon talking to the guardian of the garden and learning about the different types of flowers and their powers. They picked some flowers to take home with them so that Lily could show the villagers how beautiful and magical they were. As the sun began to set, it was time for Lily and her grandmother to return home. They thanked the guardian of the garden for showing them this wonderful place and promised to keep its location a secret. Back in the cottage, Lily showed the villagers the flowers she had picked and told them about the secret garden. At first, they didn't believe her, but when they saw how beautiful the flowers were, they knew she must be telling the truth. From that day on, the secret garden became a well-known place in the village. People would come from all around to see the magical flowers and experience the wonders of the secret garden. And all because a young girl named Lily had the courage to explore and discover its beauty.